Hello, my name is Michael Merrill, and I had the opportunity to design the main badge for the car hacking village at DEF CON 31. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the badge this year, why we made it, what it's able to do, and how to get started using it to hack cars. Before we dive into the badge itself, I would like to quickly talk about the car hacking village. The Car Hacking Village was founded in 2015 with the goal of teaching about the risks and potential issues associated with modern automotive systems. It was recently incorporated into a 501(c) nonprofit and has spread to security conferences around the world. Since the Car Hacking Village's inception, we have always tried to have a badge which could help tie the community together while focusing on one particular area of car hacking, from ODB2 and CAN bus connectors to automotive Ethernet. It's been important that we made sure to provide a badge which was useful even after the conference ended. Up until this year, though, all the badges were designed and produced by external organizations. Last year, at DEF CON 30, CloudCar was unveiled. CloudCar is a fully simulated vehicle control system hosted in the cloud and developed by CAN bus Hack. It provided an amazing platform for both beginners and experienced car hackers to both learn and test their skills. Since both hacking tools and targets for car hacking have been prohibitively expensive, especially for beginners, this system provided a unique gateway for new car hackers. Feeding off the amazing work that CAN bus Hack has put into this system, we wanted to design a badge which could help beginners learn the fundamentals of car hacking while also providing a tool which could be used by more advanced hackers as well. By designing the badge in house, we have been able to make sure the badge will not only be a useful tool, but also a great teaching tool for new car hackers. With those design goals in mind, I designed a badge which was, at its core, an engine, not only in the sense that it looks like one, but that it ties together and propels a few different systems. The first and most core of these systems is the CAN bus. Rather than simply simulating a CAN bus in software, I decided to go all the way by providing 4 CAN transceivers on each badge. This gives us the opportunity to teach a number of different concepts, such as CAN bus termination, while also allowing the badge to be used as an actual car hacking tool. If you know anything about badge life at DEF CON, then you should know about SAOs. If not, then SAOs are a pseudo-standard connector used by almost every badge designed for DEF CON. The latest standard has 6 pins, which are allocated for 3.3 volt power, I2C, and GPIO. The power and I2C pins have existed since the beginning of the standard. The 2 GPIO pins, however, have never had much mainstream use, leaving it as a perfect place for us to extend the standard by attaching them to the CAN bus. Doing so has allowed us to design a number of SAOs which either speak native CAN or perform some sort of action based on the CAN traffic. There are a number of issues when trying to adapt the SAO standard to support CAN traffic. The biggest issue is that CAN requires a 5-volt differential signal, and the SAO standard only allows for 3.3 volts. In order to rectify this issue, rather than connecting the CAN bus directly to the SAO, we decided to place the transceiver between the bus and the SAO connector. This not only allows our SAOs to run at the standard 3.3 volts, but it dramatically reduces the complexity of any SAO which wants to support CAN traffic. While this fixed the electrical issues, SAOs which don't know about our bootleg SAO standard may be expecting to be allowed to transmit or receive other protocols on those GPIO pins. To solve that, we decided to add the ability to silence the transceivers. When the silent switches are turned on, an LED will illuminate, indicating that no CAN traffic will enter the bus from that transceiver. That way, you can still use the badge as intended while having any cute, funny, or interesting SAOs attached. Now, as CAN bus on a badge is nice, it's not very useful without a simple method of interacting with it. To this end, I decided to use MicroPython as the firmware for the badge. This allows us to provide an interface to the badge, which is reasonably intuitive for beginners and extremely powerful for advanced users. Since the Python REPL is exposed as a serial interface when connected to a computer, users can program in Python to do anything from scanning to just sending messages without needing to install any additional software. There is also built-in storage on the device, which can be used to persist anything for use later, even when left on battery power alone. The Python REPL is extremely powerful, but what if you want to use existing software or tools? Well, we also provide an SLCAN interface when connected to the computer. When brought up, this allows any tooling which uses SocketCAN to interact with the badge natively. This means that you can use all the Python libraries and open source tooling that the community has been developing for years with this badge. I'm also excited to announce the first official Car Hacking Village SAO. Eric Poole has done an amazing job running with the new CAN bus standard and to develop this flux capacitor SAO. I don't want to ruin any of the surprises, but there are some really amazing features which can only be unlocked by communicating with it over CAN. I really want to thank a few people who, without their help, this would never have come together. I can't thank Justin enough for believing in my idea and helping me with all the logistics. Eric was not only an indispensable resource when it came to ensuring that the design worked, but I also want to thank him for designing the Flux SAO. I also want to thank a few open source developers, such as Kevin O'Connor and Project Gus, for their contributions to the CAN 2040 and MicroPython open source projects. Without the work that they did, this badge would never have come together. I want to thank you for watching to the end, and if you have any questions or want to learn more, please feel free to reach out to myself or the Car Hacking Village, especially on Discord. All the designs and firmware will be open sourced after the conference, and you'll be able to find them on my GitHub. Thank you.